Okay, so let's tell Jamie's story. This is Jamie telling Danny her story. Jamie mama had Jamie and two boys. Okay, so she had a boy and Jamie, and then they daddy went to go work in the mines, which is underground digging for coal. So left her mama alone with two kids. Her mama was young, like 18, 19 or whatever. Could have been 16, child, I don't remember. I never remember nobody's damn story. So while her daddy was in the mines, her mama was banging other dudes, and her mama got pregnant, and everybody in the city of Bly knew that her mama was pregnant by another guy because the daddy was down in the mines. Okay, and then when the daddy came back, of course he come back to a baby being born that's not his, and that messes up their relationship. The wife, clearly, you think? So the mama left. You what? You okay? So anyway, the mama left, and Jamie came home from school one day. Her little baby brother was just there, hollering and crying because the mama had done left. Her mama never came back. Jamie started trying to raise the kids, raise her brothers by herself, while her daddy was still mining in the coal mines or whatever. And then an accident happened, and social services was called. One of the little boys hurt themselves boiling water or something. Somebody got hurt. They got separated and put in foster care. And their daddy tried, I don't remember if the dad tried to get them back or if, I doubt this is a big part of this story, but that's just Jamie's story. The daddy went on about him. Girl, I don't know. So they got separated. And yeah, Jamie don't trust people, like, you know. So that's Jamie's story in a nutshell. Her mama was a cheater. Everybody in town knew her mama was a whore. Her mama left, and then everybody in the city was, you know, saying they daddy was a good man, but really talking about him behind his back, like he a simp. He got, like, his woman got pregnant by another guy, and blah blah blah. So that was their story. Okay, so it jump scenes. I mean, she tells so that was her way of telling Jamie why she don't trust people, why. Oh, I was just trying to see what maybe, you know, what happened if I got burnt with some water or something when I was little that made me not trust people. Because people always have a reason why they don't trust people, but I ain't found my reason yet, so I'll let y'all know when I find out. I'll let y'all know, okay? So, boom, it jump scenes, and we back at the uncle office, and he talking to his alter ego. His alter ego is telling him that he won't accept that his brother is dead. He like, why you won't accept that your brother dead? Why you keep getting the letters that's to your brother, that's letter that, you know, mail bills and stuff for your brother? Tell your secretary to stop, put a to let people know that he dead, and you'll never even get these letters, and you just doing this because you don't want to accept the fact that your brother is dead. So, and he was like, you know, you scan the family with your phone calls. Now, let me tell y'all something. Girl, the phone calls ain't making no sense to me, but anyway. So, Danny. And then Jamie walking on. Okay, so, boom. After Jamie tells Danny her story, they start kissing, and then it jumps scenes to a kissing scene where Charlotte is kissing Henry. They like laying on the couch, and she laying on top of him, and they kissing. So it jumps scenes again. I don't even remember what happened with the scene when they were just kissing on the couch. I don't really remember. So then it jumps scenes to where Flora is turning 6. Yeah, Flora turned 6, and for her 6th birthday, what's his name? The uncle Henry brung in the dollhouse. So the dollhouse that Flora done had all this time, this is the day that Henry's the one who bought her the dollhouse. So he brings it and put it in the living room and showing it to Charlotte. He was like, this is what I got Flora for her 6th birthday. I had somebody personally make it, and it's supposed to be imitating Blind Manor. He was like, they did it as close of a job as they could do. And Charlotte was just like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I love it. Oh, she's gonna love it. Oh my God. And then Dominic comes, you know, to the beginning of the stairs, and he was like, hey. And then they saying, you know, they haze, and Henry saying he bringing the gift early because he ain't gonna make it, he ain't gonna be there for her birthday party or whatever. And yeah, and then what's her name? Charlotte do one of those girl acting guilty. So he let his brother know he ain't gonna be able to make it, and then Charlotte just scurries off, acting guilty, acting like they just screwed while the man was standing there watching, because she just telling on herself. So that's the 6th birthday now, remember. Okay, so Flora turned 6. So y'all remember I told y'all that earlier, this is the same episode now, that, what's her mama name? Charlotte told Flora when she was banging the uncle, and she ran up in the room on it. Well, she didn't run up on the room on there, but you know, she came while they was in the room. She told her that this happened when you was 5 years old. So I guess she's saying that incident where she saw the little boy without no mouth and all that was 5 years old. But I thought she was saying that whatever happened to them happened when Charlotte was 5. But clearly, everybody's still alive and well at her 6th birthday party. So now I'm thinking she just saying when Charlotte saw that boy for the first time and ran in there and the uncle was there, that was when she was 5 years old. So, that night, Charlotte comes downstairs to go in the kitchen, because that's what people do with big ass, fat ass mansions, is go to the kitchen in the middle. But you know what? I kind of go to the kitchen no, I don't. Girl, take hell and hot water, get me up out my bed to go in the kitchen and get something to drink. I be thirsty, but I don't get up and go and get it. If it ain't already on that nightstand, girl, I would drink some hot Kool-Aid. Like, period. But getting up, I don't too much, girl. So, Charlotte is coming downstairs to go in the kitchen and get something to drink. And then, boom, her husband is already in there. And she be like, oh, you scared me. She went to the refrigerator. She be like, I'm so nervous about tomorrow. We're going to have all the kids over for the birthday party. And then Dominic, like, you know what? I've been thinking. Girl, let me tell y'all something. With a man. Yup. Look at me spinning. So y'all already know when a man gets to thinking, it must be something really, really, really that got him to thinking, and Lord. So he was beginning to think, he was like, you had Flora early, because y'all remember, I told y'all he rushed back for her birth. He was like, you had Flora early, except she wasn't small for her size. And if we take away the time and make it so that she wasn't early, so that she was right on time, then that would make you get pregnant with her while I'm in Scottsdale. Let's just use Scottsdale as the place he said he was. So while I was in Scottsdale, y'all know Charlotte can't hide shit. Her face, girl. That's like me. I cannot look. Girl, you ain't gonna get me to lie. Cause if you looking at me while I tell you, you gonna know it's good. I'm one of them. I'm just go ahead and tell you. Cause I can't lie. So that's why I'm trying to see how the hell she was sleeping with his brother right Well, he was never at home. So he was just like, you know, putting two and two together. And then, like, I'm never at home. And then he just went to ask her the questions, like, do you love him? And she was looking like, she didn't even say no. But she was looking like, not enough, not more than you. So they had their little talk. Where he found out that he was not Florida daddy, that his brother was Florida daddy. So, boom, it jumps the scene. And now Danny is in bed with Jamie. He laying in the bed. And then they do the little narrator thing. And then the narrator is saying, the Alpa is sleeping in the deepest sleep that she's possibly had in a very long time. And then it's like, you know how the narrators do. If they got a narrator in a movie, girl, they finna juice your head up. You finna feel like you is there. So, she in the bed with Danny, with Jamie, and then she wakes up. She looks out the window. Girl, tell me why Flora ass is back outside in the middle of the yard. Y'all, they ain't got no yard like a regular yard. The house is called Manor. So you know this is a big ass mansion on acres and acres and acres and acres. Girl, her little bitty ass is out there in that big old yard. Like, so she breaks her neck to run down there. She breaks her neck down there to go get Flora. Y'all, I'm reading my notes. I'm like, what the is you talking about? So she goes and get Flora from outside, heading towards the damn lake. Cause girl. So when she like, Flora, of course, again, waking Flora up because she thinking what you call that? When you sleepwalk, she's sleepwalking. So she trying to wake up from her dream, because you're sleepwalk. I thought you weren't supposed to wake sleepwalkers up. Girl, but clearly, they ain't had no doctor come to this house yet to see about these damn children. So, Flora sees Rebecca, and then Rebecca points at Flora, and then she do like this. Y'all remember last time she touched her forehead and she had woke up in bed and blah, 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 had fainted and stuff. This time she pointed at her. Rebecca pointed at Flora, and then Flora was like, sorry. Did this happen again? I'm so sorry that this is happening. Oh, we should go in and have some breakfast. Y'all, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And it's so wrong that I can't even get into it. But girl, don't worry about it, because this time when I watch episode, what's this 6? When I watch episode 7, I'm recording directly after I watch it. And that's on period. I'm not even finna wait. So it goes back, jump scene. Here he is in the office, and the what's her name? The secretary coming in was like agreeing, telling him that Danny is calling from thing. He like, don't call me unless somebody's hurt. Don't call me. Don't tell me. So and then he started feeling bad. He was like, I'm sorry. Damn it. I'm sorry. And he opens the door. When he opens the door, jump scene, because now the office is busy and people is packing up the office and leaving. And then Dominique is in the office, and then he's like, what's going on? Dominique, like, basically, boy, you dead. Do you hear me? You is dead. I don't put you no more. My family, you is cut off. And then he was like, and that little girl, that's my little girl. When she get married, I'm walking down the aisle. When a boy break her heart, I'm going to be the shoulder she cry on. I'm her daddy. But you ain't ish. And then that was when he was like, oh, so you didn't know. Because the lady never even told him that that was his daughter and not her husband's daughter. So he was like, I'm glad to be the bearer of bad news. And with it, we don't with you no more. Goodbye. He was like, you can just have the office and I'm out. Like, you got no niece no more. You have nothing. You have no brother no more. We is done. So he said banished. Girl, you know he like a magic. He almost thought he was a wizard. You is banished. You know you done. So he done banished him. And then Flora is at home. It jump scenes. And Charlotte is packing her bags because her and the man is going to, you know, make up for her cheating with her brother and having a baby. So they going on vacation. And then, so she get a talisman out the drawer. That's where that damn talisman come from. And that's the name of it, y'all. It's a talisman. I don't be able to think about the voodoo names because I don't know nothing about voodoo. And I ain't trying to know nothing about voodoo, so don't tell me if you do. So she pulls out the talisman and she gives it to Flora. She's like, I used to make these when I was your age. And she said, they keep you safe and they keep the people around you happy. So Flora wakes up and, well, right before Flora wake up, she realized, she's like, I'm in a memory again, ain't I? And this is not happening right now. And her mama like, yeah, you in a memory. And she wakes up and then she go downstairs and she was like, why are y'all eating without me? Because what's his name, Miles, and everybody sitting around the table eating. They was like, you already ate before you passed out. He took you soup up there. And then, so she was like, I don't like these games that you playing because, girl, it's too much going on. So, Uncle Henry calls the house again. And then the ego knocks on the door and said, no, what? The ego called and said some job, but I can't make it out. So Charlotte comes to Henry's office to tell him goodbye. She was like, what you doing here? Girl, you know he was here because you came here looking for me. Maybe she went to his house first and then he went at the house. Because this man is never at home. He is always at this house. He's been at this house since we've been watching this TV show. So anyway, she came to tell him bye. She didn't say she didn't love him. She basically said she loved him. But, I mean, I can't keep loving you and you my husband, brother. What y'all? Girl, it was like, what was that movie where they was doing the brothers and they was in the singing group? The Temptations. Girl, I always say Temptations, but it might have been the one, Duck. Which one was Duck in? Might have been 5 Heartbeats. No, he said I made 2 Temptations on the same night. And that's how he knew. Okay, y'all. So, after Charlotte goes and tells him goodbye and tells him that they going to India. You know, she love him. She can't see him no more. Blase, blase. She picking her family. She kisses him and then leaves. Why they always got to kiss, though? I mean, not on goodbye. Because I think about that kiss fucking ever. So, he tells her goodbye. I wish my romantic side would just die. So, she tells him goodbye. And then the alter ego tells him, this is what I was trying to remember. The alter ego said, woo, here goes my favorite part. The phone rings. He's like, you gonna answer the phone? Answer the phone. And then he like, I don't want to answer the phone. He's like, you know you got to answer the phone because that's the concierge calling you to let you know that basically they died in the flight. Like, that's what I got from it. But they ain't really say. I don't think they said. Not that I remember. But this is the phone call to let him know that Charlotte and Dominique died on their way to India. Is I think where they was going. And the alter ego like, answer the phone, answer the phone. He answered the phone. He was like, hello. And then, of course, go through the motions of saying, this is he. And they was like, the plane crashed or what. I'm just imagining. I don't remember. I don't think we could hear the person on the other side. So, and then he just started screaming and the alter ego was standing up there laughing at him, crying because his brother just died on the flight or whatever. So, Flora wake up to the boy in the doorhouse. She yells. Danny hears her. Okay, no. She wakes up and then she tripping. She like, come back. So what happens is Rebecca Jessel. She comes back and she sit on the bed and she like, Flora like, what is going on? And why does this keep happening? And then Rebecca was like, it's okay. It's okay. She was like, no, I want to know what's happening. And Rebecca disappeared again. And then she was like, come back. And then she comes back. Okay, when she comes back, Danny hears the Flora yelling, opens the door. Why do Danny see Rebecca ghost behind, sitting on the bed? She like, Flora, come here. But I thought Flora was gonna do like Miles had did that time when Hannah had told Miss Gross had told him to come here. And then what's his name? What's the man's name? Peter was like, he not gonna come. And then he didn't because somehow I thought she was gonna do the same thing, but she didn't. And she ran to Flora, she ran to Danny, and then when Danny goes to the house, she like, Miles. And when she goes to the hallways and calls Miles' name, Peter right there standing there. And Peter like, what he said? Peter said something smart like, uh-oh, shit about to hit the fan. Basically, long story short, he said shit about to hit the fan. And then Flora let go of her hand and started running. She started running behind Flora, y'all. And somehow my TV went straight from episode 6 into episode 7. I don't know if this the end of 6 or this the beginning of 7. But she chased Flora into the attic. And then when she gets up there, she like, Flora. And then Flora says, sorry. And then Danny looks at her and turns around. Miles is behind her with something and hit over the head with it, y'all, and she falls. Girl, that's all I know. That was the end of the episode. And I don't know. Girl, I'm finna go up in here and watch episode 7. Y'all. And then as soon as I watch it, girl, I'm coming right back in here. I'm coming right back and recording episode 7 because so much is happening during the episodes. I can't wait till the next day because it be too much. It be too much. And you gotta watch it at nighttime because it's just something about the nighttime. You gotta watch it at nighttime. It's dark 30, so let's do it. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all, I'll let y'all know what's happening. I don't know at this point. Girl, we gonna find out together, and I'll see y'all the next one. Bye, y'all.